Welcome to LucyTWWE. I'm Lucy T, and this is another glorious episode where I impose my conclusive opinion on you of all things WWE. You're welcome. I'm very sorry there was no video last week as I was in the Caribbean, but I did share my Natalia interview, so make sure you check that out. You can also follow me on Instagram and Twitter at LucyTWWE for even more updates. So WWE was taped in the UK this week, which wreaked all kinds of havoc on the WWE universe on this side of the pond, as it was a week of spoilers. So Kurt Angle is the Miz's guest on Miz TV this week. Side note, I will be interviewing the Miz next Friday for AOL Build series, so comment below with any questions you might have, and I might just relay them to him. I could not keep my eyes off of Curtis Axel though. With his neck brace, he looks like my dog with those like no chew cone collars when they get like bites on their paws and shit. It was hilarious because Miz does the whole, when my hand goes up, your mouth goes shut. And Kurt Angle stood up and got very angry and was like, you put your hand down! And then Miz is like, wait, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, it's okay. Kurt Angle promised Braun a match against someone, and it's the Miz, in exchange for being on Team Raw. Dun, dun, dun. Then there's this guitar on a pole match with Elias, Samson, and Jason Jordan. So another stick on a stick match, but really it's strings on a stick match. Could have done without it. In fact, I'd like to get my time back from watching that match. So last week, Samoa Joe came back in a rather anticlimactic sitch, but I'm glad that this week Balor accepts Samoa Joe's challenge, and it's a pretty good match. Finally, Balor and Joe are both getting more of a push together since they've had short end of the stick lately. And rumors of Vinnie Mac not particularly liking either one of them. There's a mid-ramp brawl. Kurt Angle breaks it up, tries to break it up at least, and announces that they will both be on Team Raw for Survivor Series on November 19th. This is huge. What's amazing though, because just as Finn walks away, he does a little 180 and was like, whee! Jumps on him anyway. Psych! Kurt Angle goes to Jason Jordan and he's like, you're doing a really good job, son, even when you lose. And surprise, surprise, he's on the Raw team for Survivor Series. Nia Jax is back, baby! She teams up with the Raw Survivor Series captain and certified crazy biatch, Alicia Fox, against Sasha Banks and Bayley. Nia Jax is even cracking up at Alicia. Hey, Bayley. Ooh, I wanna know if you be my girl. So Sasha wins with a bank statement, and there is an amazing moment at the end when Alicia Fox is defeated, deflated, and out of breath. Bossy Banks, I need you on my team. I want you on my team. So the Raw women's team for Survivor Series thus far is team captain Alicia Fox, Asuka, Nia Jax, and now Bossy Banks, Sasha Banks. And the tag team match, this is where the spoilers came in for me. So I follow a lot of wrestling accounts on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook. So I had seen the headline earlier in the day that Dean and Seth lost the Raw tag team titles to The Bar. Big bummer. One of my least favorite moments, but also my favorite moments, was when Rollins was on fire! And then Cesaro stops his momentum, flings him up into the air, and Rollins lands on an uppercut. You can also hear Rollins going, no, as the two teams meet in the middle of the ring like he's in a self-defense class. It was a really good match though, so I'm really pissed off that this was spoiled for me because there was a lot of dramatic irony watching it because I knew what was going to happen at the end. And then out of nowhere, in the middle of the match, you hear, "Oh, Manchester! Don't you dare be sour! Clap for your world-famous four-time champs and feel the power!" But where are they? They come down a la the Shield's entrance to represent SmackDown Live at Raw. Love that they also called out that Raw is long as fuck. And then Biggie is like, yo, Kofi, are you hot? Take your jacket off. And Kofi's like, nah, man's not hot. Never hot. Tune! Loved that Big Shaq reference. And then Kurt Angle's coming to the ring, picking up all these wrestlers on his way. And Kofi's like, get ready for Under Siege Part 2. I'm thinking, why hasn't the bell gone off though to end the tag title match? DQ, count out, WTF. From all this distraction and kerfuffle, Sheamus pins Seth and Cesaro prevents Dean's interference, like a little girl being pulled away from like a present she wants at FAO Shorts. Oh, no! So upset. So moving on to SmackDown Live. Shane O'Mac opens, like he's been doing a lot lately, and commends the New Day for exactly this and taking matters into their own hands. But KO and Sami are well jealous, but they're not even going to Survivor Series. Shane's like, fine, and commissions a match immediately between Kofi Kingston and Sami Zayn. So Kofi wins, but KO jumps in anyway and tries to beat him up in true KO style. Then there is Rusev versus Randy for Rusev's opportunity for a spot on Team SmackDown for a Survivor Series. I love Rusev Day. Love the Rusev Day chant from Manchester. Love the Rusev Day love. It was a really quick match though, and Randy ends up winning by an RKO out of nowhere. So Rusev will not be going to Survivor Series, sadly. This whole Ellsworth and Becky Lynch thing was amazing. It was so bad that it was good. It's so obvious too that they've been saving up a match with Ellsworth and someone from the women's division for something like this. And it looks like this came out of the Twitter sphere. So Ellsworth kind of goes on this rant that men are better than women, reminding us it's called Manchester, not Womanchester. He only lets Carmella wrestle because it makes her happy. I did get excited though and thought this might become a lumberjack match because all the women on the SmackDown roster came out and were just standing around. But it turns out they were just there to give him the evil eye. Loved so much. God, the English fans love their chants and they're creative too. Becky's gonna kill you. Becky's gonna kill you. Ellsworth looks like a naked mole rat, and I totally agreed with Corey on this. Still the palest man in England. So Becky puts him on the top rope and just starts slapping him. This match was so funny, but it was so choreographed. So it's very easy to see why Ellsworth never really made it as a wrestler apart from his whole physique thing. P.S. though, beating up Ellsworth is also something that Natty and I talked about when I interviewed her for AOL Build. So check it out! Becky wins with her penis arm move. So not only is this probably the closest time that Ellsworth has had remote contact with the woman's female parts, but also probably the only time he ever has had anything remotely resembling a penis. So this entire intergender match thing worked the same way I think that Brian and Stewie get away with killing prostitutes and beating each other up on Family Guy, because it's they're both on the same caliber. I'm not saying that Ellsworth is on the same level as Becky, but it was okay that it was a man versus a woman, I think, because it was fucking Ellsworth and it was Becky Lynch. So after the match, Carmella turns on James pretty quickly and kicks him right in the head. Shouldn't have been trash talking the trash talker. This is WWE's way of having a women's segment without solidifying or progressing any feuds between the women before Survivor Series, and to actually do quite the opposite. So now the women are banded together by enemy of my enemy is my friend kind of thing, mentality, to make Survivor Series make sense with them all getting along. Yeah, no. I am so sick of these Bludgeon Brothers promos. Lame. Basically just the Wyatt family. Also, I have a weird thing with wrestlers who have a gimmick that can't even remotely apply in the ring. They're not going to come to the ring with these sledgehammers. So that's all they got. What? They're not going to be hammering other wrestlers in the ring. Another match that was spoiled for me, I know it was my fault. I shouldn't have checked social media, I know, was AJ's title match against Tinder Mahog. I did enjoy watching the fans, though, in Manchester, imagining what it would have been like to experience the match authentically and to celebrate AJ's win as if it was a genuine surprise. Lots of speculation on why AJ won the title. Some say that Jinder is injured, and so they needed to get the championship off of him very quickly. Some people also say that Vince leaked a fake poster on purpose that showed John Cena as a guest referee between Brock Lesnar and Jinder Mahal at Survivor Series, just to throw us off the scent. Update, Jinder posted on Instagram today, freaking out at fans, this was not any kind of experiment. I did not have to give up the championship because I failed my wellness test. AJ was the better man last night. So make of that what you will. I don't know. Methinks thou doth protest too much. So next week, Charlotte will get a title shot against Natalya, and the Shield will be reunited for good as Roman Reigns comes back. Also breaking today is that John Cena will be the 5th man in the elimination match at Survivor Series representing Smackdown Live. So I guess they need another big dude on Smackdown Live to remotely balance out Braun Strowman. But why not Rusev? Like, John Cena just waltzes in and out. Like, Rusev Day, come on. He's a big dude too. Sign of the week goes to Team Biscuit Butt, merely because it was the only sign I saw. I don't think the English fans really like their signs. Well, that is all we have for today. We have one more week until Survivor Series. Don't forget to please subscribe, follow me on Instagram and Twitter at LucyTWWE. Check out my interview with Natty as we talk more about Ellsworth. Let me know any questions you have for The Miz. Bye.
Don't forget to subscribe.